Well, I cannot believe, but we are halfway through this pregnancy, and I wanted to give you guys another update on how I'm doing. So I'm going to be talking about my symptoms, my mindset, and we're also going to be talking about how much money I've spent thus far in my pregnancy on baby-related expenses. So if you're planning on baby or you're pregnant with me, let's go through this and we're going to share everything. Hey, what's up guys? It's Justine with Debt Free Millennials, the channel to help you crush your debt and live payment free. My debt-free living also involves bringing home a debt-free baby into this world. What a legacy we are starting for our future child. So, let's talk about the fun stuff first, which would be symptoms. Now, symptoms from the first trimester have significantly reduced, and I am so thankful. If you guys watched my last video on how I survived the first trimester, then you probably saw the laundry list of symptoms that I had. But honestly, now it hasn't been crazy. So I still have occasional nausea. So morning sickness is kind of a thing in the mornings now. It used to be all day long, but now it's kind of like I wake up and I'm starving, so my stomach's empty, even though I am snacking throughout the night. That's also a thing. But once I have something in my stomach, it isn't bad, and sometimes I just forget that it's even there because maybe I'm used to it, or it's just gone down so much that I know how to respond and take care of it. A couple other things is I am breaking out. I feel like I'm seriously 17 again, although I never broke out on my back when I was 17, but that's what's happening. I'm breaking out like crazy on my back and I don't know why. I'm grateful that I'm not breaking out significantly on my face, although I have had a few spots, but my back, I'm like,
oh my God, what is going on?
So Kyle was like, we're going to get you a long loofah brush so you can reach back there. I'm going to get some like acne body wash, and hopefully that takes care of the problem, and also just realizing this is all temporary. I still have tailbone soreness, but I bought a tailbone cushion and I've really been practicing sitting upright and on a yoga ball. That's been super helpful for me. I've also noticed that I've had occasional shortness of breath, which is kind of surprising to experience this early on in pregnancy, but I'm just like, whew, I'm like, I really have to take a deep breath. And Kyle's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I need air, I need oxygen, and that's kind of whatever. And then also just occasional headaches and fatigue. So they haven't really been that frequent, but I'll notice like 2 or 3 o'clock, I'm just like struggle bus trying to stay productive. And sometimes it can be a little bit difficult, but that's been occasional and not really that big of a deal. So my cravings, everybody asks this of pregnant women, like, what's your craving? And sometimes I feel like I really don't have anything strong, but then when I go back and like think about what I ate, I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I wouldn't have normally eaten that. So lately it's been things like salami and green olives, that really good like white aged cheddar. Basically anything that you would find on a charcuterie board is what I want. I've also been craving salads again, which is so nice because I really enjoyed salads pre-pregnancy, and then that first trimester, all I wanted were carbs. That's all I really could just sustain myself on and not feel nauseated. Now I'm going back to salads and that feels really good. I've had cravings for sweet tea. I have perfected making sweet tea at home. Not too sweet. It's like if you were to go to Chick-fil-A and order half sweetened tea and half unsweetened. Like, that's my vibe, and that's what I'm making at home. It's great. Also been craving donuts. I have not given in to that craving thus far. However, it is going to happen. There is a high likelihood that donuts will be in my future. Food aversions have also somewhat subsided, so I still kind of get iffy towards ground turkey. That's something that I used to cook with a lot and make turkey stir fry for Kyle and I. I made it the other night and I was like, I really have to like think about eating this. He loved it, so he ate the rest of the leftovers. And then also coffee aversions sometimes. Sometimes coffee sounds good, but literally I'm having milk with a touch of coffee. That is how this is going now. Because I still just want a little bit. And so I'll fill my coffee cup up like with a quarter of coffee and then the rest of it with milk. And then I add some sugar-free vanilla syrup to it, and that ends up doing the trick. And then another aversion, I've noticed a lot of smells, but specifically hard-boiled eggs. Kyle makes hard-boiled eggs for breakfast a lot, and I'm like, I cannot be in the kitchen when he's doing that or when they're out. It's no bueno. Okay, and then I wanted to talk about mindset. So I feel like this is often overlooked when I'm looking at pregnancy videos on YouTube and when people are giving their updates, that we don't take time to talk about mindset, because that is so much of what you're going through. Like, not only are you physically going through changes, but just mentally understanding and reacting to those changes and how you're coping with that. So things with your relationship are going to change, your intimacy levels are going to change, just the whole dynamic of adding a new person into your life. That can be a really challenging thing for people, and not realizing that until the baby's here. So I've really been focusing on mindset. And one thing that I've been doing is I've been reading Hypnobirthing, the Mongan Method. I will link to that in the description box below if you're interested. But this book has been really, really good at just helping me get in touch with my body and seeing how like I am built for this. And it's just that mind-body connection, having that intuition with my baby already. And it's super granola, I know. It sounds very hippie, but I promise you, it's not witchcraft. It actually works. So I've been doing meditations. I've downloaded an app called Gentle Birth, and I've been using those meditations pretty much every day and really getting into that groove and that mindset, like preparing for birth. And I feel like that's really helped me overcome fears of labor and just help me see like, this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna rock this. This is gonna be great. And then I also joined a hypnobirthing Facebook group that connects me with like-minded women who are going through the same thing, and then also wanting a particular kind of birth. I won't go into too many details about my birth plan because this is still a pretty sensitive topic to me, and I want to make sure like I'm 100% in the right mindset. But just to let you know, like I am going through all of my options and also making sure that my mind is calm and confident for this new chapter. Okay, so enough about the mushy gushy granola stuff. Let's hop over into finances and how much we've spent on baby. So one thing that we did is Kyle got paid an extra paycheck in October. He got 3 paychecks, and we decided to take that entire paycheck to start a baby fund. So whatever we don't get from our registry, then we are going to use the baby fund and use it to purchase other baby supplies that we want to use, such as car seat, stroller, the snoo, all of those types of things. We are building our registry using Baby List, and I'm just trying to collect as many ideas from all of my mom friends as possible and figuring out what we need, and then also asking my local mom friends what they already have so that we could potentially borrow or use those items. So we're researching the car seat and stroller. We still have not decided what we want to do. And what's up with all the names? Duna, Nuna, Uppa, Crappa, Duda. I don't know who the hell comes up with these car seat names, but they all kind of sound the same and like weird. I don't know why they sound so weird, but I've literally made a spreadsheet of the ones that I've researched. I've used Lucy's list, which I think is just so hilariously written. It's a great review website. And we decided that if we want something that is more spendy, like a Nuna or like the upper car seat, that we would be okay buying secondhand so long as the car seat wasn't in an accident or it's not close to that expiration date. Or if we are gifted enough money that maybe could go towards a new one, then we can decide to go from there. Okay, let's get into the actual itemized list of what I've spent since my last video on baby-related expenses. So the first thing is physical therapy. I found this excellent physical therapist. I actually know this girl from a networking event we attended years ago, kept in touch with her, and now I am doing sessions with her. So if you're in the San Diego area, definitely look up Thrive Physical Therapy. They're amazing. It's a husband and wife duo, and I've spent $450 so far on those sessions. She's really helped me with my posture, and I was having a lot of neck and shoulder pain, which was contributing to my headaches. So she's helped me figure out what postures I need to be in as my belly grows and I'm adding on that weight, how to alleviate those headaches, and it's been tremendous. And I've had maybe 2 headaches since I've seen her. So I am going back to her in the 3rd trimester so that we can kind of work and prepare on techniques, poses, positions for labor. The second big ticket item are my medical bills. So I've mentioned in the past that my ultrasounds and lab tests are not covered by insurance, or they're partially covered, and I have $633 of pending charges. So I haven't actually gotten the official billing statement in the mail, but I do see it when I log into my online portal on the hospital side, so I can see that those charges are there. And again, I've been charged for 2 ultrasounds now. One, the very initial one that I had when I was 8 weeks, just to make sure there was a viable fetus in there. And then I had my anatomy scan I had at 19 weeks, just to make sure that baby has 2 arms, 2 legs, everything was developing correctly. And baby is 100% healthy, and so am I. I'm so grateful for that. And then any kind of lab testing that I have, whether they're taking blood work, if I'm getting tested for a yeast infection, anything like that, that is also going to be partially charged to insurance, but then I pay for the rest. So that was $633. Extra stuff that I bought that I wouldn't normally buy if I was not pregnant was a tailbone cushion for $40, which I'm very excited to be using on my desk chair when I'm not using my yoga ball. Then I got a loofah brush for $12. That was for the acne that I've been developing on my back. It's like terrible. That's probably one of the most embarrassing TMI things that I can think of for pregnancy related stuff right now. Epsom salt for $5. Epsom salt really helps with my tailbone, so I take a lot of baths. I take frequent baths, and I'm always adding Epsom salt. And so that was $5. And then I got Target maternity pants. So I got workout pants and jeans for about $40. And this was one area that I knew I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money. And I'm so fortunate that I have 2 mom friends here in the San Diego area who let me borrow maternity clothes, and we're doing this whole like exchange. It's awesome. I'm literally set on maternity clothes because they have been so gracious to let me borrow them, and we're all pretty much the same size. It's awesome. And then the last thing that I bought was the Hypnobirthing, the Manga Method ebook for my Kindle. And so that was $17. So the total that I've spent between my last video and where we're at now is $1,196. And if we add that with everything that I've already purchased, that brings the entire total since I started this pregnancy, with all the little bits and details and everything that I could think of that I was buying specifically for pregnancy, was $1,803. Now, this by no means is going to be the same for you because your health insurance is going to be different and maybe your symptoms are going to be different. Maybe you don't have tailbone soreness and you don't need a tailbone cushion. Maybe you want to opt out for physical therapy, but I highly recommend that you don't. I recommend that you get yourself a physical therapist who's going to help you with that. It's going to make your body feel so much stronger and ready for bringing baby into the world. So that's the halfway mark. Officially, I'm 21 weeks at the time of this recording, so I'm in my 5th month of pregnancy. I will update you guys again after I get through 2nd trimester. And guys, I'm feeling so good now. They don't lie. 2nd trimester, actually, you're like, oh my God, I feel like myself again. Let me know if you are also in your 5th month of pregnancy or if you're expecting. Comment below. Let me know what you think of this video. If you want me to continue making pregnancy update videos, then like this video so I know that this is the content that you're here for. And I will catch you guys in another video.